Hi, my name is Sam Poole, and today I'm going to be explaining why I believe college sports players should be paid. There's many reasons, such as injuries, their names being put on items getting sold, them being put on TV, or just there's many things. The number one reason I believe is because of injuries. These players go out every year for their colleges on the field and on the court, whether it's the NCAA March Madness tournament, the college football playoffs, or the College World Series in Omaha. These players go out and put their bodies on the line and bring in millions of dollars for their schools. For instance, Kevin Ware, who was a basketball player for the Louisville men's Cardinals basketball team, who was in an NCAA tournament game against the Duke Blue Devils. He went up to block a shot at the three-point line and he came down awkwardly on his leg. His leg ended up breaking and his career was never the same, and he ended up having to transfer from the school because he was too much of a liability for an injury to be caused, and the school could possibly be sued. Other reasons, such as football players playing in their games and getting tackled every game, every week, causing probably brain damage or them being paralyzed from the neck down, which has happened in some cases of tackles where they end up landing randomly on their neck. Second, I believe these players should be paid because they spend on average 43.3 hours out of the week, which is 3.3 more hours on average than the average working person dedicated to their craft. And this isn't even counting the hours spent in class or having to spend time in their dorm studying or sleeping, which they need a lot of. They can't go out and get a job because of that reason, which would give them money, which means they can't pay for things such as food, clothes, or being able to go out and just have fun with the rest of the team. Also, by players getting paid, this would cause and create an early financial awareness to these players, which would help out in the long run. Also, these players get their names get put on jerseys, their names get put on many different things, whether it's cups, calendars. They go out and get sold and bring in money to the school, and none of the money goes back to them. Also, their names and pictures get put in video games, they get put in magazines, and yet none of it goes back to them. But there's also some cons with this, which it could ruin the purity of the sports games, and also they just can't do it because they're like college basketball, baseball, and football. It brings in so much more money other than the lower sports like soccer, lacrosse, field hockey, swimming, things like that, and only those players would get paid a lot more than the lower ones, which would cause unfairness. And those are just some of the many reasons of why they couldn't get paid, but there's also many reasons why they should get paid. And in the long run, I believe college basketball, baseball, whatever sport it is, they should be paid because sometimes they just can't make ends meet.